Oh my gosh. Hello. I am live from my car, aka my daughter's soccer practice. This is crazy. I cannot believe I'm on live, okay? Um, I don't even know what to do. I just so different and so spontaneous, but I promise I will be here the next day, which was yesterday, my live and my video. I talked about the T square. If you hear any noise, because I am out with the free elements. Yeah, I talked about the T square, Gemini, Jupiter T square. I talked about the Aquarius full moon. Talked about Mercury retrograding in the sign Leo. And if this camera falls, please, no judgment, okay? I will put it back up. It is on a sticky thing, and I'm using my front camera, so this is not even in HD. I don't even know. Okay. Yeah. So welcome to my car. If you guys see me out in the streets, I do have a Tesla, and I have pink touches everywhere in my Tesla. So there's that. Very interesting, but it's what I love. I love white cars. A Cancer sun. Anyway, okay. So let me see if I can do my normal zhuzh. Oh yes, here we go. Oh my gosh, this is amazing. Okay, I got my water. You guys, I'm at my daughter's soccer game. I have my dinner here. I have my nail supplies because I normally do my nails. I don't go on live. It's not very typical, but here we are. Okay, so let's get started. Let's first talk about, first I want you to check your rising, your sun sign, and your moon sign, okay? If you check your rising, it could be more accurate for you and what you're currently going through. If you check your sun sign is going to be where you're actively trying to physically achieve, okay? Because the sun is like a big Mars, right? Your energy and what you're trying to get. And if you, I'm like, should I turn the air off? And if you check your moon sign, then it's going to talk about how you are emotionally and maybe even at home. Okay. So yeah, so that's what we have. Let me see what else. Check all three. Okay. So yeah, here we go. I did, before I put that up, I did tarot for the horoscopes. Hello, if you're alive. I don't know how to, I guess I can't check the comments. I did tarot for your horoscopes in yesterday's video. So check out the tarot. It does coincide. If you are new here, please subscribe, please like, please thumbs up, because look at me. I'm doing what I promised. I'm in the car doing this live. That's one. If you are here to get the horoscopes, you're at the right place. That's two. Three, I want to recap first about politics. I pulled some cards on the guy that Trump nominated. I can't think of his name right now. JD Vance. Pulled some cards on him. They're very positive, but then at the same time, Trump is going to have a negative week. He's not going to do great in this election. If you have seen any of my political videos, there is a playlist for that, so check them out. But so I was like, why is JD Vance happy? I think, okay, this is just my personal opinion. I think that JD Vance is here to be a saboteur. Am I saying the right word? He's here to sabotage Trump's campaign and Trump's plans. I don't think any of the presidents could really pick their VPs. I think someone in charge of them picks their VPs. Yeah, because JD Vance seems very happy. He's talking about going to war. I feel like I need to raise up my window because everyone's so sensitive nowadays. He's talking about going to war, JD Vance, and I feel like that's not what Trump was talking about years ago before he ran. I'm not saying I'm for Trump or not for Trump. I'm just letting you know that's what's going on. Trump is having a bad week though. The astrology is pointing that he's having a bad week. The tarot is saying that he's having a bad week. Not just a bad week. The rest of this month, I think, is bad. But I discussed that. I just wanted to throw that out there because I was like, why is JD Vance's tarot so good? But I realized that maybe JD Vance has a different agenda. He's achieving his goal. He's happy. He's being successful. He had the 10 of Cups, the rainbow. He's happy. There's bliss. He's achieving his goals regarding his relationships, and he probably has some other relationships. I'm gonna go back and look at his chart. I'm pretty sure he does, and that are higher that's more above than Trump's. And then also JD Vance had the tarot card pulled for him for the sun, which is also very happy and successful, while Trump had the Five of Cups where he was looking in regret and loss. And I think that Trump is losing a lot of support and losing something else. And yeah, so that is what we have. But let's get into the horoscopes. Okay, so please check out all your three. Oh wait, what else I was gonna say? Check out some free stuff. I got some free stuff down below. Okay, so I have first of all, join my newsletter. That's how I keep in touch with you. Second of all, if you want to learn tarot, I have a free tool for you. If you want a free reading, I have something down special for you. Check the link down in the bio, okay? So now we're talking about the horoscopes for now. So we're going to start with Aries. Aries, okay, let's see. We're talking about your third house here. Actually, I need to put on my regular glasses. All of my glasses are prescription, and they're all Ray-Bans. But yeah, I had to put on my regular reading glasses to get this started. Okay, so Aries, this is your third house. This period lights up your communication sector, Aries, urging you to rethink how you express yourself. Now, Jupiter and Mars in the sign Gemini are in your third house. And in that third house, they're separating off into the T square, okay? So Venus and Virgo is in your sixth house. And then Saturn is in your 12th house, okay? So first of all, there's a lot of energy. You're very impulsive in the things that you say. You probably are naturally like that anyway with Aries. But there's a lot of energy and focus on communication, your siblings, short trips, travel, okay? And then you have this conjunction there. So the planet of big expansion, early education is also in that in that house. All that is expansive and a lot of energy. And then you have it squaring the Venus and Virgo in the sixth house. So perfecting your routines, something about your health, okay? Bringing harmony to your work environment, okay? And that is that's challenging your energy of speeches or communication. So maybe there's a communication challenge here with your work, or a communication challenge here with a vet, because you're also dealing with your animals, or something with your health, okay? Some kind of community challenge there. And it's opposing Saturn, and Saturn is in your 12th house, and that's bringing challenges with things that are hidden, things that are secret. It could be hospital. Actually, you could be in a hospital. It could be secrets, hidden enemies, hospital, you being alone. That could be the thing. Okay, so there's a challenge there, but you want to focus on that third house: communication, siblings, short trips. That's the apex. That's going to bring some, help you with this challenge here. Okay, now this is also a mutable T square, so something's going to change. You're not going to like it in those departments. Okay, now Aquarius full moon is going to be in your 11th house. It's going to highlight your social circles, long-term goals, pushing you to balance your personal expression versus your collective needs. So you have that going on. Mercury Retrograde, that is happening in your 5th house. That's also where the Kazemi is going to happen for you. So that's where you're going to get your clarity, something with dealing with children, something dealing with love relationships this month. What else is in that 5th house? Gambling, sports, having fun, your self-expression, creativity, your talents. Okay, so that is what we have for you guys, Aries. Let me see if there's anything else. Yeah, so yeah, that's what we have. I will see you guys next time. Check out your other signs. Bye. Okay, Taurus. Now, this T square is focused on your second house of finances. Okay, finances has been a big issue for you. Okay, your finances, what you value, your self-worth. Critical time for finances decision, reassessing your values. Do you want to get your money this way? Is this what you truly value? How you're getting your money? Jupiter and Mars bring opportunities for growth, but also this potential for overextending yourself, over exaggerating the finances. You probably lost some money too, Taurus risings financially. Saturn is in your 11th house. It's squaring This energy of finances is bringing fears, limits. That 11th house is probably dealing with technology. The 11th house is probably dealing with your hopes and dreams and your finances. Either you're losing your finances for your hopes and dreams, or the value of your hopes and dreams, or there's a challenge there. Also could be dealing with some groups, a network of some sort, like, like a fraternity, a sorority, something like that. Okay. Also that is friendships too. Saturn is about limits, fear, restriction, same thing as limits. Okay. So, and you can't quite see it. It's kind of hidden because it's in Pisces. Okay. Now, Venus in Virgo is in your 5th house, and this emphasizes your desire for order and refinement, creative projects, your romantic endeavors. It's also dealing with relationships, children, and having fun. However, this energy is challenging that serious Saturn in that 11th house. Can you be yourself? Can you be creative? Can you gamble? Did you lose money with that Mercury retrograding in that Virgo in that house of gambling too? And it happened. Could it happen with stocks? Okay, so that could happen with you guys. But also it's conflicting the limits of technology. It's conflicting Venus is also what you naturally attract to. So I'm thinking this is finances with you guys. You got to focus on your finances, readjust, and reevaluate the finances. Okay, Mercury reevaluate, because that's retrograding. But I want to talk about the full moon. Aquarius full moon is in your 10th house, and this is going to highlight, or there is a climax with your career. Okay, and that's going to be in the forefront, so look out for that during this lunar cycle. Mercury retrograding is in your 4th house, and you have to revisit some past things with your family. Are you going to a funeral? Are you dealing something with your mom? Are you dealing with something with your roots or your ancestry? You got to revisit that. Maybe you're doing a family tree, creating one. Home related decisions too. Are you redoing your home, trying to figure that out, and it's causing you stress? Okay, Taurus risings, that is what I have for you. That's what's going on with you. Check out your other signs, and I will see you guys next time. Bye. Hello, my Geminis. Okay, Geminis. Horoscopes. Okay, 1st house is what's going on, of course, with your T-square. Jupiter and Mars, you guys have a lot of energy. It's all about you. You're attracting a lot of things. Jupiter and Mars are conjunct in the sign Gemini in your 1st house of personality and what people see when they first meet you. You're feeling more driven. You have more energy. It's all about the way you look too, okay? However, the T-square is going to square Saturn, which is in your 10th house of career. So your personality is not getting along with the boss of your career, or with the limits, or the boundaries, or the fears of your career. And it's something you can't quite see. There's a feeling though. With that career. And then also it's squaring Venus in your 4th house of home and relationships. Not relationships, but the home of the mother, where you feel safe, home of the father. Also your security, your past, something from your past. And you got to balance your ambitions with your career, with the responsibility of your home. And the most important part is really figuring out yourself, okay? That is the most important part of this T-square. You're probably already feeling it, Gemini placements, or you already have, and you're still going through it currently. Now, Aquarius, the full moon is going to happen in your 9th house. It inspires you to broaden your horizons. 9th house is all about, are you going to have an aha moment about traveling? Is there going to be a climax or emotional thing about things that are not within your community? Things are beyond your world, traveling, philosophy, your beliefs, spiritual leaders, higher education, okay? That's going to be a very highlighted emotional moment for you. Mercury retrograding is in your 3rd house, and it indicates communication issues, of course, requiring you to revisit and revise your plans, okay? Restudy, relearn, communication with your siblings, arguing with your siblings, arguing with somebody, a neighbor. Be aware of that, okay, when Mercury retrogrades. And then that Kazemi is going to happen there. Is going to bring you clarity with those same things, okay? I will see you guys next time. Bye. Okay, Cancers. This T square is in your 12th house. Okay, Jupiter and Gemini are in your 12th house, and it's about reflecting and retreating, solitude, spirituality, endings, physical endings, spiritual endings. It's also about things that you cannot see. It's about hidden enemies as well. Okay. How are you sleeping? A lot of energy. Are you got too much energy and you can't sleep? A lot of thinking. A lot of things running through your head while you're sleeping. Jupiter and Mars in the 12th house can stir up some subconscious desires or unresolved issues. Now, Saturn is in the 9th house and is squaring how you're sleeping. It's squaring that solitude. It's squaring that spirituality. And the 9th house is also dealing with spirituality, but in a different aspect. It's more the religion, also your philosophical beliefs. Okay, so you have that. Wait, I'm trying to make sure my phone went a little bit. Should I be charging this actually while it's doing this? I hope this doesn't affect the sound. Okay, I think it's the same. Anyway, so yeah, that's challenging your 9th house philosophy, higher education, okay, expanding your world, okay. Yeah, so you have that challenge happening, challenging your beliefs and long-term visions. Now, higher education, I think I said that. Now, Venus and Virgo, let me turn my air off. Venus and Virgo is in your 3rd house of communication. So helping you express yourself and precision and care. That 3rd house is also your siblings and your community. Also dealing with some long-term travel. I mean, short-term travel. Hold on one second. I tried to turn the air off. There we go. Did you guys hear that? I'm sorry if I'm covering the mic. Let me raise down a window a little bit. Okay. Yeah, so Venus and Virgo is in your 3rd house and enhances communication. You're getting a lot of attraction towards that. Also, Mercury's in charge of communication. So what you're naturally attracting is not quite going well for you because Venus is in the sign Virgo. Virgo is about communication. The ruling planet is retrograding. You could be having some conflicts with siblings. So just be aware of that. But it's challenging also that what you naturally attract and socializing with your siblings or your communication is not going on. It's not going well with your solitude or your spiritual beliefs. Okay, there's some conflict there. The Aquarius full moon is going to happen in your 8th house, and this is going to be some type of climax with something that is a mystery, something that is supposed to be a secret. This could be some finances as well, debt that you own, an inheritance of some sort. Aquarius energy is not that emotional, and it's about groups, friendships, and technology too. So that aspect could be added to this. So like maybe you owe some money, but the internet is, or maybe there's an email or there's something dealing with social media that's causing this awakening for you to that's causing this conflict. Okay. Let me see. Mercury's retro, and that's what 8th house. 8th house is also taboo matters. Okay, so things that are taboo. Yeah, sex too is in there. Mercury retrogrades in your 2nd house of finances, so it could prompt you to reassess your financial situations, strategies, your self-worth. What do you deem as valuable? Mercury retrograding in that 2nd house also is dealing with the voice. So are you having problems with your voice? Do you have to revisit that? Yeah, so that is what we have. That Kazemi is also going to be in that 3rd house, in that 2nd house. So the Kazemi is going to bring some awareness on your finances and what you deem as valuable. Okay, I will see you guys next time. I hope this answers everything. And yeah, check out your other placements. Bye. Okay, Leo, this T-square is going to happen in your 11th house. The T-square is a Jupiter and Mars conjunction in the sign Gemini. There's a lot of energy. You're very impulsive when it comes to your friends, your aspirations, your social network, maybe even like the internet and technology, right? It's encouraging you to pursue your goals with vigor. Now, it's squaring Saturn in the 8th house, and the 8th house is limits with things that are very taboo, limits with things that are ending, limits with things that are very mysterious. Your inheritance also is involved there, taxes, debt you owe, shared income. There's some fears and limits right there with that. And it's something you cannot quite see, or something with death, especially with that Pisces. And it warns you against financial risk, maybe within a group setting. That is what that square could be doing. Now, Venus in Virgo is in that second house, and that's also squaring that Jupiter energy, that Jupiter and Mars energy. And that Venus in Virgo in that second house could bring a focus in refining your finances and aligning your spending with your values, or aligning your spending with the things that you fear that are very taboo or very mysterious. This is causing a problem for you. And the focal point is the 11th house, that friendship, that groups, your aspiration, your long-term goals. That is the focus point. So, and that will help you with these challenges that you're having across the board. Okay, everyone's going through it, you guys. Okay, now the Aquarius full moon is going to happen in your 7th house. It's going to bring relationship dynamics into a focus. 7th house is your open enemies. Also something dealing with law, and yeah, also could be with art and aesthetics too. But there's going to be some awareness happening, and a climax. It could be very emotional for you, especially because you're a fixed sign. Now, Mercury is retrograding in your 1st house, and that suggests revisiting your expression, not your self expression, your self presentation. Could be your self expression, Leo energy, and how you communicate your identity to the world. Okay, a lot of conflict with yourself and others could be happening for you, Leo placements. Be aware of that. At the same time, there's going to be a Cazimi there. When a Cazimi happens on the 18th, you're going to have some clarity, some awareness happening that day. So use that to help you continue on to this Mercury retrograde, will end fully on 9/11. Okay, I will see you guys next time. Bye. Okay, Virgos. Now we are talking about you. This T square is going to be in your 10th house. The 10th house is about your career, your public life, your reputation. Okay, you're on stage. It's all about, that's the spotlight. You got a lot of energy, probably a workaholic. Jupiter and Mars in that 10th house gives you a lot of drive, a lot of ambition, a lot of growth. Now it's T squaring. So currently you are having some problems with Saturn in your 7th house. 7th house of relationships, 7th house of open enemies, 7th house of law. Something, there's a fear there, there's a limit, there is a restriction of some sort, some type of authority, a corporation, people in uniform, right? And it's something with relationships stuff. And Venus in your 1st house indicates potential conflicts with professional responsibilities and your personal relationships. Those things are conflicting your career. Okay. So the Venus in Virgo in that 1st house, what you naturally attract, people should naturally be attracting to you at this time, and it's not working. It's challenging your career. So the focus is your career, though. Okay. You can be selfish. It's about your career. The selfishness in Venus is not working, but the career is the focus point. Your reputation is the focus point. Your Aquarius full moon, that's going to happen in your 6th house, and it's going to highlight a work balance, your daily routines. Something with your health is quite weird or out of the box, or something futuristic, and there's going to be an awareness or emotional intense emotions about that. Okay, so be aware of that. Now Mercury is retrograding in your 12th house, which could suggest reflecting on the past actions, your subconscious patterns that impact your career. Mercury retrograding in that 12th house also is solitude and reflecting on spirituality. What do you really believe? Or reflecting on something that was ending, or death, or something that is beyond this world. Okay, a lot of that. There's going to be clarity for you August 18th with that Kazimi on these matters of the 12th house. This could be losing sleep or thinking about sleep, dreams. All that is in the 12th house. Let me see what else do you have. The Kazimi on the 18th. And then Mercury retrograde will be out of retrograde for you guys. Virgos, in my own Virgos, yes, will be out of retrograde 9/11. Okay, so that is what we have for you guys. And let me know if you have any questions. I'll see you guys next time. Check your other signs. Bye. Okay, Libras, let's talk about your T-square, okay? Libra, your ninth house is activated, pushing you to explore new philosophies, education, and travel opportunities. Jupiter and Mars are in your ninth house. Jupiter and Mars gives you a lot of ambitions and drive to higher education, maybe for traveling the world, seeing things beyond your community, seeing things from other cultures, from other countries, okay? Your philosophy, your religion, all that has big inspirational ideas. Okay. Now Saturn is in your sixth house, and it's bringing you challenges with your daily routine, your work obligations, maybe with your employees too. There's restriction. I feel like this could be an older male, could be giving you some restriction, and maybe it's a restriction that you can't see, like a corporation, that is like something you're unknown with. Okay. It challenges you to ground these visions in your daily routines to your work obligations. Now, Venus in Virgo is in your 12th house, and it emphasizes the need for spiritual reflection and refinement of your inner world and seeking solitude. When Venus is in the 12th house, for me, I am alone. I am happy to be alone. But this is a challenge for you regarding this ninth house energy. Okay. So, like, the traveling is causing the loneliness is causing a conflict with the traveling. Okay. The Aquarius full moon is going to be in your fifth house, and the fifth house is all about fun. So it could be something with creativity, could be gambling, could be romance. Aquarius energy is like the internet, a big group of friends, maybe a romantic endeavor with a friend. But there is emotional intensity there with that full moon. So be aware of that. That's a big climax, and you'll get it solved as the lunar cycle continues. Now, Mercury retrograde is going to happen is happening, and is entering your 11th house as of yesterday, I think. Your 11th house. Now, this is all about social life and your friends and your hopes and dreams and figuring out long-term goals and technology, science, astrology, friendships. Okay, so Mercury's retrograding in there, and it could be causing some conflict with the self-expression with some friends, but there will be a clarity around August 18th for whatever this challenge is. Okay, try not to argue with your friends with this placement for sure. Okay, yeah. So that is what we have. Did I talk about Aquarius in your fifth? Who I'm doing? Libra. Aquarius full moon is in your fifth house. Yes. Did I talk about that? Yes, I did. So that is what we have for you guys, Libras. I will see you guys next time. Bye. Hello, Scorpios. Let me drink some water. Okay. Let's talk about this T-square. My arm just up. Let's talk about this T-square, Scorpio. Okay. Eighth house. Jupiter and Gemini are in your eighth house. And wow, okay, a lot of energy regarding shared resources, taxes, transformation, psychology, some type of healing is happening here, intimacy, okay, things that are very taboo, things that are a mystery is happening here. This also could represent death, okay, endings of some sort. It's very intense energy, okay. With the focus of eighth house, you have the shared resources and a huge transformation happening for you guys. Okay, Jupiter and Mars dives deep. It is not a superficial placement. Okay, so you guys are really going deep, and you're Scorpio rising, so this makes sense. But maybe there's a financial shift. Now, Saturn is in your fifth house of gambling. So did you gamble something because you're dealing with finances with both placements? So I'm wondering that is there a limit or fear? This also could be dealing with a romantic relationship. And is there a joint venture with someone you're in romance with and is causing a challenge? This also could be representing children. Did you do some money with children? Are you giving money to children or something with children? Okay. Energy challenges romantic or creative endeavors as well. Creativity is also, self-expression is also representing, but Saturn's in there, so there's like a limit, a fear, something is limiting you with these things, children, and it could be an older man limiting you with children too. Now, but these are things you cannot see, because Pisces is something you cannot see. Pisces is also going to bring the insecurity with the fears. Okay, now Venus is in Virgo. This is also challenging that eighth house energy. Okay, so the eighth house of shared resources, transformation, psychology, intimacy. Venus in Virgo in that 11th house brings a focus in refining your social connections and aligning with your long-term goals, your friendships. The internet is in here too. And whenever I have 11th house placements, this technology is always an issue, okay? But it gets better at the end. So Venus in that 11th house is bringing a challenge to your 8th house energy. And it's Venus normally is things that you naturally attract, but there is a conflict here. So maybe your friends you naturally attract is challenging all that energy you have towards these shared resources or towards some healing or some psychology. Okay. Now, the Aquarius full moon is going to happen in your fourth house. The fourth house is about your mom. The fourth house is about your past. The fourth house is about where you feel safe. Your heritage could represent the country that you live in. Okay. Yeah, there's going to be intense emotional things happening there with your home, family matters, or the women in your family. Okay, Mercury retrograde is in your 10th house, which suggests revisiting your career decisions and public image. Are you fighting someone regarding your public image? And Leo, Mercury retrograding in the sign Leo in the 10th house is really about yourself and your public image. Okay, so be aware of that, you guys. Try not to have conflict when it comes to your reputation. There will be clarity on the 18th for you. And also, this will clear up all of the chaos, all of the conflicts regarding your reputation is going to clear up 9/11. September 11th is when Mercury will station direct. Okay. It was stationed direct before 9/11, but it will be fully out of the in a clear at 9/11. Okay. I will see you guys next time. Bye. Okay, Sagittarius risings. This is for you. Seventh house. You got a lot of energy in that seventh house. Could be really the focus of your relationship, okay? Or your partner, not really you. There's a lot of energy there, a lot of focus there. Or your partner is got a lot of issues and drive going on, right? It's emphasis bringing relationships and partnerships to the focus. Jupiter and Mars encourage action in these areas, helping your spouse, helping your partner. Doesn't have to be just a love partner. It could be a work partner, a business partner. But this is something that could be happening with them. Now, there's going to be a challenge though, which should affect you with the T square. So the T square is representing your home and that partner. There's a limit. There's a fear. There's a restriction. Could be finances. Could be a fear of like, you want me to do this to the home and I can't do this to the home. That could be happening, like fixing your home up, remodeling your home, redoing your home, buying a home, something like that, or something with your partner and a mom, the partner's mother-in-law could be a challenge here. But the fourth house with that Saturn in that fourth house is representing your mom, is representing your past. Doesn't have to be all these things, okay? It's representing your past, representing your safety, representing heritage, your roots, America, okay? If you're from America, your country. So what else do we have? I'm hoping you guys can hear me because I plugged up. Let me see the mic settings. Hold on, I'm checking my mic. Hello, hello, hello. Okay. Okay. Just making sure when I plugged up the charger, it didn't mess up the mic. Okay. So that T square and Saturn with the fourth house. Now Venus is in your 10th house, and that can indicate problems with your career, your public life, relationships, career responsibilities. Is it challenging at home? Are you feeling this already? Is it something conflicting your spouse, your business partner, especially if you're in business with a business partner? That could be happening. Now, seventh house energy is also dealing with law. Is there something legal going on? Contracts could be happening with the 7th house. Yeah, aesthetics too. Aesthetics, like making your home pretty. Yeah, could be a challenge, or making your career, your public life look pretty aesthetically. Yeah, so that's what we have with that T square. And the focus is on the partnership. The focus is on the law agreement, the contract. The focus is on the business partner. Okay, that will help you with these challenges. And whatever it is going to be a change you don't want to change. Okay, Aquarius full moon is going to happen in your 3rd house, which is highlighting communication. There's intensity there, or your community, or some siblings. Be aware of that. Try not to argue with the siblings. Yeah, but there is going to be a zenith of emotions happening with that, and then it's going to clear up during the moon cycle. Okay, while the Mercury is retrograding in that 9th house. In the sign Leo, 9th house is about also spirituality, could be your philosophy, could be higher education, and Mercury's retrograding there. So there's conflict with your beliefs, with your philosophies, with things that are not just in your community. There are some things there. This is also dealing with law and spiritual gurus and religion. Yeah, so you're reassessing those, you're revisiting those, you're revisiting education, or maybe revisiting some travel plans. Okay, there's going to be clarity August 18th. That is when we have the Kazemi for you. So there'll be clarity for you. And then Mercury will fully be out of the post-shadow phase September 11th. So all that will clear up by then. I will see you guys next time. Bye. Hello, my Capricorns. Let me drink. If you guys want to see your... Are you guys leaning? If you want to see your tarot, I've done that in the last video. But now let's talk about this T square. It's in the 6th house, and it's going to highlight Jupiter and Gemini in that 6th house. Is all about your career. It's about your work, some employees. You got a lot of energy for as work. Maybe you are giving service to someone. There's energy there. A lot of vigor, a lot of ambition and drive, communication to a higher scale okay, communication on a higher scale regarding pets, because that is the home of pets. Your daily routines, your health could be a big thing here. Okay, so yeah, health and work routines. Jupiter and Mars bring energy to your daily life, but the T square with Saturn is in that 3rd house of communication. So it's like you can't communicate, or you're not getting the emails, you're not getting a letter regarding your health. Is bringing some challenge. There's some restriction there, or your community is affecting your daily work, or your daily routines, or your neighbors, or your siblings could be doing that too. Now, Venus is in your 9th house, and it's in the sign Virgo, and it suggests a challenge in balancing communication with learning and practical responsibilities. Venus is so over the top, right? It is the house of being so optimistic, the gurus, the religion, philosophy, and law, and that is challenging some things happening with your daily routines and your work and your health. Okay, so be aware with that. The focus is the 6th house energy. So the focus is, regardless of these challenges, the focus is your health, your work, your daily routines, your pets, your coworkers. Okay, so yeah, that's what we have there. Let me see. Aquarius full moon is going to happen in your 2nd house. So financial things are going to be brought to the forefront, Capricorns, and it's going to be intense. It's going to be emotional. It will clear out for the lunar cycle. And then Mercury is retrograding in the sign Leo, entering that 8th house as of yesterday. This could be conflicts with things regarding an inheritance for you guys. This could be conflicts because Leo is going to bring the conflict. Okay, there could be some arguments with intimacy while being intimate. This is not the actual act, but this is trying to do it. This is actually while you're in it, right? There could be some conflicts with your self-expression and you trying to get some healing, some transformation, some psychological things happening here. It's very deep in that 8th house, just so you know, and nothing surfaced there. So you are having some deep conversations, Capricorns, in that 8th house. Now, this is also dealing with some shared resources and some financial agreements too, okay? So that is what we have for you. There will be a clarity moment for you August 18th. You would have clarity. That's when the Kazemi will happen for all those things I just said about that 8th house. Venus, Mercury is going to fully be out of retrograde and post shadow retrograde 9/11. Okay, so that's what that would clear for you. I will see you guys next time. Bye. Okay, Aquarius, welcome. This T square, Jupiter and Gemini is in your 5th house. This is the 5th house of gambling. This is the 5th house of having fun, your self-expression. This 5th house is also dealing with some romantic relationships, creativity, and children. Okay, now it's going to light it up. You're going to be focused on creativity, your romance, and personal joy. Jupiter and Mars brings a surge of energy in these areas. Now, it's squaring 2 planets. It's squaring Saturn, and Saturn is in your 2nd house, and it's squaring Venus, which is in your 8th house. This is about finances for the most part. This also could be dealing with what you value, or things that are very secret, or things that are healing, or psychology, or some huge transformation. That is be happening, but there's tensions there. Pleasures and finances and emotional obligations. The focus is really on your 5th house. Okay, the focus is on where all the energy is, and I will help you with these challenges that you have going on. So focus on your children, focus on your love relationships, focus on your self-expression, focus on you. Okay, and you're fine. If you're gambling, pay attention to that, especially with that Gemini energy. There's a lot of transactions there. Mercury retrograding, I wouldn't suggest if you're gambling. I wouldn't suggest it. I would fix that, okay? Gambling can also be stocks, okay? Now, the full moon in Aquarius is going to happen in your 1st house, of course, Aquarius risings. So your personal needs and identity will be on a spotlight. There's some emotions there. Yeah, so cycle will be happening. That lunar cycle will be happening. When we get to the new moon, it will clear up. But there could be some intense emotional things for you, and it's about yourself. Now, while Mercury is going to retrograde in your 7th house of relationships, Mercury could be, are you calling that old Leo? Mercury could be retrograde. You guys, I think this went down. Hold up. Mercury could be retrograding. Now, are you too high? Hold up. Okay. Let me just sit up. Mercury could be retrograding in 7th house. Oh, it could be you calling your old partner. Having conflicts with your partner. This also could represent, if you are married, your spouse. If you have a business partner, the business partner, and they could be going through it. They're having conflicts. You guys are arguing, or there's issues with them, with their thought process and communication. Now, also Mercury retrograde in Leo in the 7th house is dealing with the open enemy. So they got their issues, and that's not on you. Okay. Hopefully you won't be conflicting with them. Now, this also could be dealing with law and aesthetics too, and art. So be aware of that, especially with the creativity. Things can be processing really well. There will be an aha moment for you August 18th. That's for everyone, but particularly for you in this department. August 18th is when we have the Kazemi that is usually going to bring some clarity when it comes to these problems. And then also post shadow phase ends with Mercury. What date does that? 9/11. That's an easy date. Okay. So that is what we have for you guys. Yeah. House asks you to revisit relationship dynamics with that Mercury retrograde in Leo. Okay. That's what we have for you guys. I will see you guys next time. Bye. Okay, Pisces, you guys are last. It makes you guys special. I might pull some cards for you guys, actually. So Pisces, the T square is happening in your 4th house. The 4th house is going to be the house. It's going to be home. It's going to be family. It's going to be inner foundation. Going to be your roots. It could be dealing with your mom. Also could be dealing with your dad. Mostly the mom, right? A woman. Now. Let me see. This T square. Okay, so Gemini is in the sign Gemini, Jupiter and Mars in there. There's a lot of energy regarding your home, a lot of energy regarding your family, your heritage, maybe even the country that you're from. There's a lot of energy there. Like, are you focused on the presidents and all this political stuff? Now, it's T squaring Saturn, which is in your 1st house in Pisces. Saturn in Pisces, that 1st house, your identity and restrictions with your identity. There's fear about you feel insecure. There's fear, limits, restriction in that 1st house of self. Okay. And it's conflicting your home and your family. Now, that's the challenge, right? And the other challenge, because it's not just the Saturn challenging your home, in your family, in your past. Now, Venus is in the 7th house, and that's in the sign Virgo of work and cleanliness and health, and that's challenging your partner. If you're in a relationship, if you have a business partner, this also could be dealing with law. So there could be like a clearing out, and you're supposed to be naturally things that you naturally attract, but there's some clearing out because Virgo cleans and diminishes things too, just like Pisces does. So these things are challenging you and yourself when it comes to your home and your family. Now, the focus needs to be your home and your family and your past. You're probably already going through this, and you probably didn't know what the focus should be on, but that is where the focus should be on. The focus should be on your history, your past, your home, and your family. That will help you with these challenges, okay? Now, what else do we have? The Aquarius Full Moon is going to be in your 12th house of introspection and self. You're familiar with this, Pisces, because it's really like your rising and things that you really believe. But things that are unknown, there's a lot of emotions of death or endings, things you cannot see, hidden enemies, okay? Sleeping, solitude, all that is the emotions are in there, and will bring some intensity there. And in the sign Aquarius, that's usually something that's very odd or weird, or something that's dealing with the future, or maybe groups and friends. Okay. Now, when you have Mercury retrograding in the sign Leo, which happened yesterday, that enter your 6th house. And the 6th house is dealing with health. The 6th house is dealing with day-to-day activities, dealing with your health. I said health, right? Your work routines, your employees, or yes, people you work with. So yeah, be careful of having conflicts with your coworkers. Don't do it. Okay, don't do it. There'll be clarity. Revisit the argument. Okay. There's clarity during that Kazemi that happens August 18th regarding those 6th house placements, regarding your pet, regarding if you're giving a service to someone, regarding if you are dealing with coworkers, cleaning up, organizing, diminishing things, your day-to-day activities, and focusing on your health. There's clarity on the 18th. Mercury will fully be out on the clear 9/11. 9/11, you won't be having these conflicts at work, okay? Or with your pets, or everything that I just mentioned, okay? Let me pull a card for you guys. I'm actually going to pull it for everyone, whoever stays and watch this. That is the secret. I have cards in my car. Isn't that great, okay? I have cards, and I also have tarot cards here too. So this is for everyone. I should have did this before, but whoever stays gets the blessing. Whoever stays gets the blessing. I think I will put it in the timestamps, actually. So I have 2 decks here. Where's the top to this deck? I have okay, wait, hold on. Let me get the top. Here we go. I always have tarot cards on me, but I have the Wild Unknown Tarot. This was my first deck, not this, but the Wild Unknown deck was my very first deck. So I have the Wild Unknown Tarot, and then I have the Oracle, the Rose. Okay, so we're going to do those. I'm going to first pull Oracle cards for everyone who is here watching, just because. Turn this off. And then I'm going to eat my dinner, and if I have time, do my nails. And then my daughter will be done with soccer. You guys, I am a true soccer mom. I travel. We travel a lot, all through California, and a lot of flights to the United States, okay? But this is a reading for everyone who is here, who's watching, and who stayed and watched the whole thing. Plant yourself here. Integration, embody, and action. Okay, we're going to get into knowing that means. I would think that means stay grounded, stay here, stay focused. We have Sophia, divine plan, wisdom, and destiny. Okay, so that is what we have for the oracle. Let's break that down and see what that means. Okay, for you guys. Let me mix up the cards. Oh my gosh, I don't want to lose any cards in here. It's so tight. It's so little. Okay, so plant yourself here. Action. Plant yourself here in action. Let's see what the 2 cards say here, okay? First we have, okay, so we have some abundance here with this rainbow. above. So plant your seeds here, plant yourself here. There's a lot of options with this action, regardless of what's going on. There's a lot of options here. We have the Six of Wands. This is someone who's on stage. Everyone is celebrating you if you decide to stay. If you decide to plant yourself there, focus on the action regarding what it is. It could be relationship, it could be career. Stay where you are and focus on the action at currently where you are. Also, we have the 10 of Wands, and the 10 of Wands is going to be a lot of load to carry, but guess what? You're at the end of the journey. Okay, so stay here. Put some action currently where you are. If it's your career, your love life, your home, stay there. It's a heavy load, okay? But you're celebrated here. There's love for you here. And it is going to be a lot of baggage, but it is almost the end of it's like you're climbing to the top of the mountain. You're almost at the top of the mountain because that is a 10. The 10 means that it's at the end, and then it introduces a new cycle to infinite possibilities. Now we have Sophia, and it's about the divine plan, wisdom, and destiny. Let's see what we have for this. We have the Father of Wands. Ooh, very inspirational for you. Your divine plan is either to talk to a fire sign, what is that, Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo, or to embody the energy. The divine plan is to have the drive, have the motivation, be very passionate, set some boundaries, and be very optimistic, okay? Because this is your destiny. This is the divine plan. You need to know that this is what God has put me on this earth to do. This is why I'm here. This is why I'm receiving this reading, okay? And you need to be passionate, and you need to have courage, okay? Optimism, passion, and courage, okay? Let me see what else we have. We have the 7 of Swords. So someone is trying to steal your ideas. Someone is trying to steal your words. Someone's trying to be deceitful and sneaky. I'm not sure it's you. Just let it go. You do have to be strong. You do have to be courageous. Now, the Father of Wands will confront the person. That's very Mercury and Leo. But I want you to think before you confront. This is saying to have the wisdom, because this is a divine plan for someone to be shady and sneaky. Let it go. Okay? Let it go. But still, the conflict, what is a positive word for confronting? Okay, so you need to confront the thief. At the same time, you need to know that, you know what, God told me this was going to happen. God told me this was going to happen. Let me put one more card with that. The Hierophant, stick to your core beliefs, your traditions, your true values, okay? This is a very stubborn Hierophant. It's very stubborn. There's some conflict with this stubborn energy. However, you need to know that this is the destiny. This is God's will, okay? Actually, I want to read on this, and then I'll go. Let me see. It's Sophia. Let's see what Sophia is. This in is there an index? No. Okay, is there Sophia? There is 192. Let me read on Sophia, and then I will go 192. Sophia is a Greek word meaning wisdom. Sophia is thought to have been a force present at the time of creation and is often presented as a woman. These terms are patriarchal, and it was a Father of Wands energy, understanding of a soul male God responsible for creation on its head. In the Bible books of Proverbs, Sophia says, I was present at the beginning of the creation, participating at the side of the Lord in the work of the creation. Okay, let me see. The galaxy overlapping the spiral of the rose on this card is a mystical representation of Sophia as holder of the divine plan. The intelligence that tells the rose when to open the planet, how to spin, also exists within. This card brings with it a message to trust the intelligence that brought you here. Trust the intelligence that brought you here. Have faith, which is very Father of Wands. Have faith, okay, that the blueprint of your destiny is already known. What secret dreams do you have? What are you being called to say yes to create? Oh, that's very Father of Wands too, to be creative, okay? So you don't have to have the conflict, but someone is going to probably steal your creative idea. Okay, you need to stick to your core beliefs. You need to stick to your religion. Okay. Taurus is also very stubborn, and they're going to stick to the material things that they believe in. Okay. Trust the blueprint within. Allow the seeds of your destiny to guide you, which was the first part of this reading. Okay. I will see you guys next time. Thank you guys for watching and staying. And yes, bye.